Welcome to a sunny and warm Knockhill racing circuit for the final round of the 2017 Scottish Classic Sports and Saloons. Pole position sees Tommy Gilmartin not made all the races this year, but when he does, he generally puts it on pole position and wins the race. But there is a huge field of cars behind him that's going to try to stop him doing that. I'll hand it to Richard and he'll take us through all the action.
Thanks, Joe. Tommy Gilmartin on pole position from Alistair Bapty, Harry Simpson and Bruce Mitchell row 2, then Raymond Boyd and Andrew Smith. Jimmy Crowe on row 4 with Max Horn, Mario Ferrari and Ian Blacklin. Then William Conway, Michael Longstaff and George Leach. Lots of champions on the grid here. The front 2 rows, great British sports cars on the front. Morgan, MG, Ginetta and Lotus. Lights are on. Chasing them is going to be the Porsche 911 of Raymond Boyd, the outgoing champion. Away we go. It's a super start by all concerned. But Tommy Gilmartin from pole, leading the MG of Alistair Bapty. Third place is now Raymond Boyd, 4th position. The Ginetta, followed by the Lotus, Harry Simpson, followed by Bruce Mitchell. Bruce, the Class B champion for this year. But it's Tommy Gilmartin, the 2013 champion. So just recap what we've got on track here. We've got Raymond Boyd, who was champion in 2016. We've got Tommy Gilmartin, the 2013 champion, Alistair Bapty, the 2017 champion, and Andrew Smith, who was joint champion in 2012, plus lots of other drivers who have won classes. So this really is a quality field here today at Knockhill Circuit, and the British quality being challenged by the German engineering, the 911 of outgoing champion Raymond Boyd, who's got Harry Simpson, multiple Class G winner, and champion in Class G last year, secured it again this year, looking round the outside of the Porsche and then looking up the inside. Tommy Gilmartin's got a bit of a lead over the first of the yellow fellas, Alistair Bapty. We saw that MG racing in the Scottish Saloon and Sports Car Championship, the contemporary version, as it were. He doubled up that weekend running in the Fiat X19 as well, which he won the championship in. And Alistair, you'd be right to, if you're thinking, hang on, we see him normally in the Fiat. You do. He has raced the MG abroad as well with I think some success, but looking for a first outright position in the championship. But mathematically, I'm not sure he can do it now. Actually, he could tie on points with William Conway if he wins the class, but Mario Ferrari in front of him at the moment, so we probably need to watch that. Round the outside, lovely piece of clean racing there from Alistair Bapty and Raymond Boyd. They gave each other space, Boyd in particular keeping it tight, and Bapty up into third and chasing Harry Simpson. Down the hill they come. George Lee, good multi-class race on a circuit like Knockhill, where you get different types of corners, different gradients, and the cars, different cars come into their own on different points of the circuit. Alistair Bapty is all cameraed up, and so running on this harder tyre, looking pretty good at the moment. It seems to be closing in on the race leader. So Tommy Gilmartin, he's finished first overall in every race that he's finished so far this year. Had that retirement in round 1 of the year, which we've probably spoken enough about, but the MG looking to pile the pressure on. And Alistair looking for his first overall win. He's taken many class wins this year. Harry Simpson, of course, he's never ever far away, is he? And Simpson all over the back. It's really good to see the MG mixing it with the Morgan for the lead. Tommy Gilmartin up front, Alistair Bapty keeping him extremely honest at the moment, and Bapty looks like he's wringing the neck of the MG VGT V8. He is having a very good go indeed. Now, can he get past? He's got the inside line, but that's going to convert to the outside at the hairpin. He favoured the outside line, passing Raymond Boyd earlier on. Look at the camber on the front wheels of that car as well. He's got it well set up, and he's challenging the Morgan hard. Can't do it round the outside line. On board again. Listen to the engine, sounds absolutely mint, and has got the inside line coming down into Duffers. He's through. Bapty takes the overall lead. Superb stuff. The MG passes the Morgan. Now, wait for the response from Tommy Gilmartin, who will fight back. Gilmartin will never ever give up without a fight for sure, but Bapty there, good move, goes into the lead. Now remember, he's not taken an outright win because he's been racing in Class A, the smallest engine class all year. He wrapped up the championship, and I know he wanted to go out with an outright win, He has used this car here at Knockhill before. Now I'm waiting for Tommy Gilmartin to make a comeback here, but it looks like Bapty is very well wound up at the moment. Gilmartin will try and close him down. Harry Simpson still back in third. Andrew Smith in fourth place in the second Morgan, but it's Bapty out front in the MGBG TV8. Remember, running as a guest in this one, but nonetheless we welcome him as a guest with open arms as this year's champion. Alistair Bapty, onto the last lap, has set a new record. Now, as a guest driver, I'm not sure whether that sticks, but he's in incomparable equipment to Tommy Gilmartin. He's bettered the lap record of 56.838 for Alistair Bapty. He's closing up on Jimmy Crowe, who's in 7th place. Raymond Boyd and Andrew Smith passes him, and the MG of Michael Longstaff as well. So Longstaff is passed and Boyd is passed for 4th position, and Raymond Boyd's going to try and fight back. He's looking one way, then goes to the outside, but Alistair Bapty wanted an outright win. He's got the lap record as well. He's got his lights on to tell the other cars that he's coming through, and he is going to the outright champion. What a fitting end to the championship this is, where a Class A regular driver takes an outright win as a guest driver in his other car. Alistair Bapty's first season of racing finishes with an outright win. Tommy Gilmartin second. Harry Simpson at the bottom of the hill is running in third, and will grab Class G honours again. Harry, the Class G champion. There is third place for Harry Simpson. Max Horn is in behind, but the battle for 4th place. Raymond Boyd looks up the inside line in the Porsche. Andrew Smith's gone wide. It's going to be the sprint to the flag between these two. Is Boyd going to do it? They're side by side. Smith's got the advantage. Andrew Smith 4th. Raymond Boyd in 5th place for Bruce Mitchell, then Jimmy Crowe, George Leach, Max Horn in 9th place, Mario Ferrari in 10th, Ian Blackley in 11th, and Michael Longstaff 12th. New lap record for Alistair Bapty.
Alistair, winner of the race, but also we missed you at the last round, winner of the championship. It's been a great year for you, some ups and downs, but overall a good year.
It's been really good. Not so many downs, to be fair. Little Fiat was really reliable all year, so when one thing snapped, thankfully, after we won the championship, so it was really good, quite straightforward. And today was just a bit of fun, and glad to try and get a win when Tommy was here. So
it's not easy to beat, and there's not many people that have done it.
No, Harry's done it a lot, right enough, but yeah, it shows it's possible. But this is my first. I've said this before. This is my first ever year, like full season driving, so it's possible. So if anyone out there's watching, and rather than watching, come and do it, because you never know. Just build yourself a good car, and you can do quite well. I was
speaking to Raymond Boyd just off camera there, and basically I said that this is probably one of the most well-supported championships in Scotland. Although their classic cars are worth a lot of money, the racing is fast and furious.
Yeah, you don't think about the money when you're driving it. If it gets bashed, you can always fix it with a big hammer. But yeah, no, it's very enjoyable. It's the most sort of emotive championship of the lot. We all had maybe old MGs or Fiestas or Ford Escorts when we were young, so it's a good fun championship to be in. Yeah, definitely.
Well done on today, and more importantly, well done on the championship.
Thank you very much, Joe. Thank you.
Well, unfortunately, that's all the racing we have for you from 2017. What a short but exciting season it has been. Make sure you tune in next time for more action.
He's going to look very good here, Morrison, in the white and yellow Seat if he picks up second position once again. Just having a quick look, we have got 3 Class A2 starters, so it's going to be maximum points available. I'm sure he'd welcome some other drivers to race with in class, but championship wise, if he manages to finish all the races, then there's no reason why he might pull off a surprise and perhaps be overall champion at the end. Depends what the other front runners do. Remember, Kenneth McKell, championship leader, on board with Alistair Bapty, non-finisher in race number 1. But the other drivers, championship-wise, we need to look out for. Say, Kenneth McKell leads the championship, 104 points. Andrew Morrison second on 101. William Robson third at the moment on 98. John Brown in that immaculate BMW, and the 2 yellow fellas giving us a good display of driving here And Alistair Baptiste, fair play, looking at the outside line. He's going to have the run up the hill here. So BMW versus MG. The MG, that was a good move from Alistair Baptiste. Good commitment, ran the outside at the hairpin. Got a good line out, floored it and goes through. So a super race going on between Alistair and John Brown. John will be the top guest driver. Now, of course, the guest drivers in different classes. I mentioned that Johnny Dreelan running in the guests as well. Sadly, Paul Bryden not taking to the grid in this one after a fine second position in race number 1. Nice bit of tail out there from the BMW. This way up the hill. Tops a qualifying second. He was 2 seconds down on Robert Drummond, so we would fully expect. Oh, and now through goes Alistair Baptiste. Superb move. Down Duffus, into Duffus, and holding on to it. The MG has come through. Alistair is getting a little bit more track time this weekend, but he's got a complete contrast of cars because he's got the little Fiat X19, which you'll see in the Classics programme.